Good day, sir. My name is Eileen S. Silas, Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Information System. So, now in this activity, I am going to perform a multiple regression and binary variables. Before my discussion, a multiple regression model can be evaluated in a manner similar to a way simpler linear regression model is evaluated. Both the p-value for the f-test and r-squared can be interpreted the same with multiple regression models as they are with simple linear regression models. However, as there is more than one independent variable in the multiple linear regression compared to linear regression. In this first problem, we are going to find the best regression model to predict the total expense of a hospital. So, in the given data, in the table, it showed here that there is more than one variable, which emphasized that we shall perform a multiple regression. And this variable are the number of beds and admissions. As shown here in the presentation, we could see here the result after we conduct a multiple regression. To come up with this, we shall execute the same process as what we have done on the previous activity. So just like what we have done in the previous activity, we shall go to the Data tab and then click the Data Analysis. And after clicking the Data Analysis, this will show up. So since we are performing the multiple regression, then we shall choose the regression and then click OK. And after that, this will show up. So we shall input the Y range. So the Y range here refers to the total expenses in the hospital. And next is that we shall input the X range. And the X range refers to those two variables, which is the number of hospital beds and admission. And then again, we shall click the labels and output range where we shall input the result of this. So after doing those things, we shall click OK. After performing the exact process on multiple regression, this will show up here the exact result. So, in the result of the regression, we could see here that the coefficient of the numbers of bed and admissions is equal to 0.02 and 0.62. As what have mentioned in the module, if the coefficients are equal to 0, none of the independent variable in the model is helpful in predicting the dependent variable. And so therefore, if we base it on the coefficient, so these factors are not helpful in predicting the total expense of the hospital. Moreover, if the p-value is lower than the level of significance alpha, which is 0.01 and 0.05, then the null hypothesis is rejected and it can be concluded that the variable is significant. In this problem, the p-value in the number of beds is 0.019 and 4.095. It is indicated that the p-value is higher than the significance alpha. Therefore, the null hypothesis is not rejected, and it can be concluded that the variable is not significant in predicting the total expenses. So the number of beds and admission is not significant in predicting the total expenses of the hospital. On the second problem, I just did the same process like the previous problem, which is the regression model. So as you can see here in the result, the significance value or the p-value here resulted to 0.64. Therefore, it is greater than the level of significance alpha. Therefore, there is no statistically significant relationship between the employment status and educational attainment.